Dungeon Quest, one of Roblox's most epic RPGs. This game recently got its Halloween event for the year 2020, and it comes with a lot of cosmetics that are available to farm for. Currently, there are 15 cosmetics that you can farm for, each which are unique and limited only to the 2020 Halloween season. As of making this video, I currently do not have any of the cosmetics. However, I am looking to pick up the Corrupted Beastmaster armor set. However, if you haven't seen it yet, some of the cosmetics are going to need a lot of the candy currency in order to get them. And getting candy is no quick task. This will require a bit of patience. However, if you are committed and you give it your all, you will succeed in getting all of the cosmetics. So come, pour yourself a cup of your favorite fall beverage and snuggle up on the couch with your teddy bear. Because today, I will be talking to you about how to get candy easily on the 2020 Halloween event on Roblox's most epic RPG yet, Dungeon Quest. Before we start, I just wanted to tell you guys about the fact that I stream weekly over on Twitch. I stream games such as Minecraft, Subnautica, and even Dungeon Quest itself. So if you like today's video, make sure to go drop me a follow, and also subscribe here for more content similar to this. Okay, that's all I wanted to say there. Onwards! Tip number 1, use speed spells/skills. Now this may come as a bit of a no-brainer to a lot of people, but just hear me out. You may not have known this one, especially if you are a newer player. Speed spells/skills are spells and skills in the game that are usually offense-oriented, and that not only hurt mobs and bosses, but they also increase your avatar's walk speed by a little bit. They can be handy for speedrunning dungeons, whether that be for loot, cosmetics, or just for fun. If you can get your hands on 2 of them, that would be solid. I personally like to use Dual Arrow Rain, since it is the strongest offense-oriented speed spell in the game currently. However, currently there are only 8 offense-oriented spells in the game, with about 2 of them being able to be found in each dungeon at Samurai Palace and beyond. So if you can get your hands on 2 of them, then that would be ideal. Once you get your hands on 2 speed spells, I would recommend playing through some of the shorter dungeons, since they are very short. What dungeons am I referring to? Well, I'm glad you asked, because that is my second point. Tip number 2, speedrun the shorter dungeons. As we just talked about, playing through the shorter dungeons is a great way of getting candy easily, since they will not take up as much time as all. In fact, they are so short, you could do a bunch of runs in the span of an hour. Now, about those dungeons, which one was I talking about? Well, I am talking about 3 dungeons specifically, and those are Winter Outpost, Orbital Outpost, and Steampunk Sewers. Each of these dungeons will take less than 2 minutes per run, and can be done back to back. So if you want to, follow and repeat that order of the dungeons. Do Winter, then Orbital, then Steampunk. With this method, you can bring in the candy like crazy. And for those that are wondering, the timesheet should be on screen right now for each of the dungeons, and how long they will take each. Each of them should be about 2 minutes per run, but they still should be super easy to do back to back. Try them out for yourself, and let me know how much you were able to get done in the span of 1 hour. Now, on to the next tip. This next tip is very different from one of my tips from my Quicker Legends video, which you should check out by the ways, as I recommend you do the exact opposite of that one tip. And that tip is tip number 3, play solo. That's easy to do, I know, but I have a very good reason as to why I say that. Hear me out. Now, if you're watching this video, there has been a very good chance that you have played Dungeon Quest for a little while now. But there still is a small chance that you haven't. Whether you have been playing for a while or not, you may not have noticed or even known that playing solo reduces the time in between dungeon runs quite heavily. Have you played with a massive group of people before? If you have, then you know that it takes a long time for everybody to join into the server, then join a lobby, and then is when the run starts. It's a bunch more time than one would like. However, you can cut that time down by a literal ton by playing solo. It's really quick, especially if you have a private server. Alrighty, unfortunately, that is my last tip that I have for today. But don't go away, because I think you are going to like this next part. And that next part is the comment question of the day. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to move on to the comment question of the day. Yes, that moment where I pick out the comment from the last DQ video and feature it here. For those of you that are just tuning in, the question from last time was, if you were to implement a new mode into Dungeon Quest, what would you make? This episode's reply comes from a user that goes under the alias HyperGamer. Here's what they had to say about this video. I would make a PvP mode, and by winning each PvP round, you would get tokens, and the tokens are used to buy cosmetics. This is a cool idea. I still think that Vinny should have left PvP as a mode in Dungeon Quest and gave it a competitive feel to it with leaderboards, auras, and other things to show off their epic loyalty. But I guess that's not what Vinny had in mind, so that's alright. Remember, if you want your comment to be featured in the next Dungeon Quest video, make sure to reply to the comment question of the day. And the comment question of the day for this episode is, if you were to make a cosmetic for the Halloween event, what would you make? Alrighty guys, I'm gonna go ahead and hop off here. If you liked today's video, make sure to like, comment about what you liked about the video, and subscribe for more content similar to this. And remember that I stream weekly over on Twitch. If you'd like, make sure to stop by and say hi, and maybe even drop me a follow. I hope to see you there, or even in game. Thanks for watching, and remember my salty crew, don't get salty, you.